Back now at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood.
We're in the second quarter as it's the Broncos in control of the football. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Let's go. Ready.
Up the middle they go. LeBlanc.
Will follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line.
Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play.
More from L.A. in a moment. 2nd and 7 from the 20.
Ready. 60 Bison. 60 Bison.
Back to throw. Wiggins. Over the middle, complete. Is Gutierrez. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
Hey, let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Broncos are able to stretch out their lead. So, Charles, they had him double covered in the end zone. It still was not enough.
I wonder if they're thinking to themselves now, 2 didn't work. Do we go for 3 guys on him next time? Because he fought through all that extra attention, got himself into a great position where his quarterback felt confident enough to challenge the coverage and threw it his way. What a big-time play right there, both by the quarterback trusting him and by him going up and getting it.
Point after, right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 11.
14. Chargers 3.
Just a 4-play drive that time. And it ends with a Denver touchdown. The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27. And the LA offense ready for this next possession. Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
A 6-yard pickup.
If you're the offensive coordinator, you're smiling after that play because you've certainly got them guessing now. 2nd and short, could they just hand it off for another big gain? Or did they take advantage of this spot and take a big shot downfield?
And they're getting out near the 40 to the 39.
Chargers.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
At the 39-yard line.
Here we go. Set.
They'll try the left side. It's Potter. And getting this just shy of midfield. He's spotted at the 49. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. Here's Kelly. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Here's a 2nd and 5. And see, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level. And sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip. And I think that's more the priority than trying to be absolutely perfect.
Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35-yard line. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half.
Ready, set.
From the 35, here's a 2nd and 8.
Ready, ready. Ready.
Now Kelly. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hill. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. A great effort there. 34 yards. And the Chargers are back within a score. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes it a 14-10 ball game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Broncos offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he's putting together a very strong first half of the season. Currently the NFL's leader in touchdown passes. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3. Because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, and right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence because every drive has a life of its own. So I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. They're going to hurry back to the line now. From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
Complete to number 1. A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Denver.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go. Ready.
Looking to throw. Wiggins. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, you and I, partner, we got the plum assignment this week. An unbeaten team against a one-loss team. Really not much separating these two entering play here today.
Not much at all, and I think for both coaches, they've looked at their team and said, guys, you got to know what you're getting into in this one, and you better be ready to go because you get to answer the big question of the day. Are we as good as we think we are? We're about to find out.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 27-yard line. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
Let's go now. Hey, Dragon 60. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And he's going to go down here a sack. They push him back to the 34. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
70 Timberwolves. Cup 19. Cup 19. 18. Pioneers. Ready up.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
It's third down.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that will do it for this first half. The second half upon us sooner than we bargained for. Week 7, second half. Let's do it. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The one touchdown is the difference. 17-10 our score, and we are back underway on EA Sports. Oh, good return up past the 30. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30.
The Broncos offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. And he's run well here the first half of the season, no doubt. You can see the graphic. NFL leader in rushing coming into the weekend.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
Let's go. Johnny Lions. Go.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. If it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
18 rattle. Ready.
Here's 2nd and 8. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. Trying to get their tight end involved finally. That's the first time that they've looked his way. He's kind of been a forgotten man in this offensive scheme.
Yeah, didn't look his way at all in the first half, and I'll bet you the offense coordinator made a note of the half and said, let's get him involved because he could be a big-time playmaker for us.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
60 Bison. 60 Bison.
Back to throw. Wiggins. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have the Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
First down, Broncos.
Ready.
Back to throw now on first down. And that's caught inside the 30. And he's brought down after a very nice game. That's good for 28 yards.
If your sympathies lie with the defense, you understand how tough it is for linebackers to run with a guy like this. He's going to slip out of the backfield and then work in the middle of the field. And sometimes those defenders get preoccupied with other people moving, and he finds open space and makes a nice play.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 27.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line.
That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
2nd and 2. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
Buffalo 18. Go street. 18, Pioneer. Go.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down.
It's now fourth down.
And this one is right through.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
Now we'll look at the Chargers offense. They get ready for their first possession of the second half.
And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
47-yard line.
Here's Kelly to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Potter. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down for a nice little gain.
10 yards on the pickup.
In need of only about the length of the football here on second down.
Here we go. Here we go.
The motion man is Fowler. Now a handoff up the middle. Pollard. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here.
And the Chargers.
4 yards the pickup, first down.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Ready. Blue, 32. Ready.
Now Kelly. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. He'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up second and 3.
Black swap.
A play fake. Now Kelly. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
3 yards to go.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Here we go. Set. Go.
To throw is Kelly.
A throw off his back foot there. That's going to wind up incomplete. And it appears we have a Charger shaken up on that last play. More from L.A. in a moment.
Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth. And this doesn't end well at all as they stop him far behind the line to gain. The fourth down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And it'll be a turnover on downs.
Come on.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
The 36-yard.
Second down and 3.
7-yard pickup. Brings up second and 3.
They'll keep it on the ground. LeBlanc.
Through the middle of the field. Inside the 10.
And all the way home for a Broncos score. A big play there.
With his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Broncos are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter.
No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. The extra point splits the uprights. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. There's a nice move.
And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
The Charger drive about to get going.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
3 quarters have come and gone. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Ready up.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Here we go. Here we go. Check.
Kelly.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
Well, offensively, Charles, hard to put a silver lining on this one. No secret that they had to take chances with a score where it is, and it leads to a turnover.
I love how you paint the picture, partner, because you're exactly right about that one. Look at the empty stares on that sideline. This is one of those games you just want to go crawl under a rock until it's over.
And Denver getting set to take the field.
And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth-quarter lead.
70, hot, 70, hot, 70. 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. Mustang 19. Hot, hot.
They go play action here on 1st down. Short throw to the tight end Thomas. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A big play that time on the catch and run. 36 yards.
Get it. 70 Timber with Cowboy 80.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal.
Tag. Viking 18. Let go.
Here's a give up the middle. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. A great play there. His 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game.
And the Broncos add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
After right down the middle. And the lead is now 24. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Now a hit and a loose football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And this is going to be brought back for a Denver touchdown.
Well, when coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all three phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back to the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we have been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
The kick is good.
Extra point right down the middle. And this one was a little while ago as they just add on to that big lead. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
And he won't quite make it to the 25. The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. Now that 5-game win streak is ticking away here in the fourth quarter. Just haven't been as sharp in this one.
They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
It's interesting going into this game. There was so much talk from both sides about who would control the line of scrimmage. And we've seen who has it in this one so far.
Well, they bottled him up. He's barely averaging over 3 yards a carry right now.
Ready. Red. Hut, hut.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right.
Set.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Potter. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. Give him a loss of 6 yards, and it brings up 3rd down.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard
Here we go.
line.
Here we go.
On 1st down. Potter. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Seems pretty obvious defensively.